going on, YouTube? I'll be right back. Give me just 1 second. Listen, fellas, you want to get your face wash, your skincare routine intact? I use Tiege Handy. It's a daily face wash with an AM, PM moisturizers with instructions in the box that's very clear on how to get it together. I know this is not something common that us men do, but it's very important that we take care of our skin. On top of that, the ladies love it. Get yourself a box of Tiege Handy. It comes in the mail, ships within a week. If you click the link in my description, you would get 40% off your first order and 20% off a lifetime. On top of that, sign up to the app and you'll get even more deals. Me, I got a special. I got the grooming kit. I was able to get my nail clippers and everything that I needed to get myself together to go outside. Tiege Handy is the way when I tell you the perfect men's skincare routine. Get yourself a box of Tiege Handy.
Let me read my brother's super cap because I really appreciate it. Shout out to Grown Men Talking. Already became the sponsor of tonight's show with a total of $20. Thank you for helping us keep the lights on. Grown Men Talking. Shout out to GMT. Thank you, bro.
No cap, Tivity.
GMT say, my God, no cap. It was a blessing having you on the show Sunday. Had some great feedback. Blessings. Thank you, bro, man. Hey,
no cap,
just in case some of y'all don't know, I was on Grown Man Talking show last Sunday, and I had a blast, man. Shout out to Grown Man Talking, and shout out to his entire panel, all the ladies and all the gentlemen. I had a great show. I had a great time on his show. A lot of different opinions, very opinionated panel. Thank you for even giving me that warm embrace, GMT. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed to Grown Men Talking's channel yet, make sure y'all go subscribe to Grown Men Talking. It's an excellent brother, excellent channel.
GMT and Mingo.
Hey!
Hey, he should come on the panel. Like, he should definitely come on the panel.
Come on up here, sir. Come on up here. By the way, is this a love offering or is this
no,
indentured servitude?
That's my dog. Those are for minutes.
No, don't influence him. He can
that's my partner. I got his vote by proxy. Ask him. You want me to call him?
What up, Grown Man Talking? I appreciate you. Let me see. Grown Man Talking. That's another show I watch. Y'all check out my man Grown Man Talking right there. Y'all can see that. That's the name of this channel. Very good channel. I watch it every day. I got the idea from about having a panel with more than one person on here. I saw him one day doing it. He could have women, interesting topics, what have you. So I appreciate you, Grown Man Talking.
What's going on? What is going on, YouTube? We are live. And we are back in the building. Guess what, ladies? We got some new ladies on the panel. I am blessed and highly favored to have such a lovely panel tonight of ladies who are going to yell at me on my opinions about the topics. But anyways, we are going to get it started. 1 second. What's up, Candace? You got something to say? Candace wanted to give a shout out. You there, Candace? Oh, all right. I'm going to put you on mute real quick. So, with that being said, y'all, check it. Before we start the show, everyone is familiar with Queen Lala. Queen Lala, she's always in the chat. She has supported this show from literally day one. When I barely had anyone watching me, Queen Lala was there. She was watching the show and, was just always a part of the whole GMT family. And she helped build it up by engagement in the audience. Well, with this being said, Queen Lala lost a very near and dear family member. She actually lost her sister. And, before I started the show, I wanted to, recognize her family, and just give a special shout out to her. And I want to say thank you for being there for us. I want to let you know that we are there for you as well. With that being said, tonight, I'm going to encourage, and everyone knows I don't beg people for super chats. If you super chat, I'm greatly appreciative of it. But tonight is a special night. Everybody that super chats tonight, what I'm going to do is offer 50% of the super chats over to Queen Lala and her family, just as a thank you from this side of the family to her. So, with all due respects, my panel, please do me a favor. Hit the super chats tonight. Let's line her up. Let's make sure her and her family are tight. Let's make sure they're good. I wanted to take a moment and give her that special shout out. So thank you so much, Queen Lala, for always being there for the show. The GMT family's got you. We're going to be there for you. So let me know anything you need. You do have my number. So reach out to me for anything you need on your side. All right. So, and my man Blockchain is in the chat right now. And he said, I'll match the super chat. So anything anyone drops, he's going to match it as well. Thank you so much, my brother, for support that way. We need it. She needs it. And I know that it'll definitely help her go a long way with whatever we could offer. Whatever we could offer, she's going to be appreciative of it. So I just wanted to start the show off with that. Okay. So tonight we have some new ladies. As you can see, special shout out to the new ladies on the panel. I gotta give y'all a round of applause. All right. So next to me, I have Faye. Faye is new to the show, and I'm excited to have her. Faye, please do me a favor and let us know what you have going on. Any businesses you have, or you just want to promote yourself to get more subscribers and followers on your side. Let us know what you got going on. You're on mute. Hold on, let me get you unmuted there. There you go. All right.
Hello, everyone. My name is Faye. I do have a business. It's BML Mobile DNA Services. And I am trying to gain more followers on TikTok and Instagram. And I have my handle down there below my picture.
There we go. So make sure you guys are following.
To be Faye Babes.
Right. Born to be Faye Babes. So make sure you guys are out there, follow her, subscribe to whatever she has going on. And we're going to build her up too. Just like we got Ash, Faye is going to be on here too. So with that being said, we also have Sapphire. She is new to the panel. Now, I knew Sapphire for years, but I'm going to let her introduce herself. I ain't going to say it. I'm going to let her do it. I was going to give you all these accolades, but I'm going to let you do it.
Oh, my name is Sapphire Monet. I am the queen of funk rock. I'm a musician. I sing, I write, compose music, and I am happy to be here tonight. I'm glad to be here.
Right. I'm happy you're here. And her and I used to do, we was in the music game, because those that don't know, I used to do music. Yeah, I used to rap. You know what I'm saying? And I was pretty good. I would say so. And yeah, I met her doing that. And man, when I tell you her music is dope, I advise everyone to follow everything she has going on as well. Make sure you are subscribing and, literally everything she has going on. Special shout outs. We got Candace back in the building. We got Ash in the building. We got Uma's in the building, and Kit and Just Justified. Make sure you subscribe to everything Just Justified. As you can see, actually, Mind Your Mind. I gotta make sure I say it right. Mind Your Mind with Just Justified. Make sure you are over there subscribing. So, ladies, and also, as I'm seeing more people entering the building right now, I want to just go over it again. We are supporting Queen Lala tonight. So every super chat that you guys drop, I will be donating 50% of the super chats over to her family for the loss of her sister. Oh, and we have a $200 super chat from my man Leon B1. I'm so chill. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, he says prayers to Queen Lala. Shout out to all the black women on the panel. And to my brother GMT, thank you so much. $200 super chat. Man, I don't get money this early in the show, but I know this is a special show because we are supporting Queen Lala. So as I'm saying, everyone, please make sure you guys are supporting tonight. Like I said, I'm not a beggar, I'm not a panhandler, but these proceeds are going to go to her. Half 50% of everything coming in tonight is going to her family. So with that being said, I'm not going to hold y'all because I know some of the ladies do have to go. So I'm not going to hold y'all, but Chill, thank you so much, my guy. This is greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, man. I know that the fellas, the ladies that's a part of this channel, y'all come through every time. So thank you so much. All right. So with that being said, y'all ready to get the show started?
Yeah.
I'm ready to get the show started. All right, let's get it started. I got a video to start y'all off. And hold on, I got another super chat though. I know it's gonna be flooding in tonight. So we got another super chat from Bryant. I've never seen you on this side, my guy, but you are over here, and it is greatly appreciated. We got a $10 super chat. He says for the support. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for supporting the show and being here. And I hope you always return. This show tonight for me is going to be a special night, and mainly because I really want to be there for her. So thank y'all so much. All right, and I know y'all gonna come through. Hands down, y'all coming through tonight. So let's get the show started, ladies. Y'all ready? Let's go.
Said women don't even like going on coffee dates.
No, that means they don't like you. Women do like coffee dates with who they like. But if you have to impress a woman, she doesn't like you. The grand gestures are extra, which is good because look, your girl likes a little extra everything. However, I do strongly feel like the foundation is most important. What kind of women are you even trying to date? If a woman tells you that she doesn't want to go on a coffee date, that's not the woman that you want. She has entitlement issues or she's not interested in you. Both of those answers should be a no to you. Mm-hmm. But it shouldn't be about how much should I impress her. Now you get extra points if you impress her. But you want to know what's impressive? Finding out the needs of that woman and providing her with that more so than a dinner. And I'm not talking about, will you pay my cell phone? Or I'm short on my rent. Like these modern entitled women do these days. I'm talking about real stuff that means something.
Yeah.
All right. She's talking about real stuff that means something. Ladies, let's get into the conversation. How do y'all feel about what she was saying? Low key, I'm with some of the stuff she was saying. Some of the stuff I was like, she's tripping. But let's get this started. Go ahead. I'm all ears. Whoever wants to jump in, jump in.
Well, I'm going to just say this. I do believe chivalry is not dead. And I do believe in like a man courting a woman to an extent. But I need for a man to be the same way he's going to be day one, at least by month 3 or something. Don't come opening my door today if you're not going to always open my door. Don't pay for dinner and want to always treat and stuff, and then out of nowhere now you done lost everything and you can't cover this. Like, I believe in having a balance, just like find that that medium where you can do nice things if you choose to, but just to say no, I can't agree completely with her that a man shouldn't be doing that, because I don't feel like that's being extra. I feel like, I'm a woman, you're courting me, you should do it.
Okay, so you're new to the show, so you don't know how I feel about the word courting yet. So I can see Ash has something to say. What's up, Ash?
You sure you don't want to finish? You like he's about to say something.
No, go ahead. I got this. I got you. All right. One woman talking tonight.
All right. I like the video. I totally agree. But I will say some people just don't like coffee, but But I agree. If a woman don't want to go out on a little simple date with you, then she don't like you. I say that all the time. Like, men need to deal with people who actually like them. You know what I mean? Because even if that woman don't like coffee, they can go get some tea. If you don't like that, get a pastry or
She
something.
said if she don't like coffee, she should get some tea.
Yeah, a pastry or something. Because at this point, you just don't want to be here with me. And men got to be real with themselves and face that fact that sometimes a woman's just not that into you.
Okay. All right. Sapphire, you got something to say? I saw your face kind of look like. Hold on, you on mute, sister. Hold on, I got you.
No, I was just saying I agree.
You agree?
I totally agree with that. Yeah.
Jess, Justify. What's your thoughts on the topic?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So I don't know. I think it shouldn't matter where exactly the date is. That's just how I am, because it's about bonding and getting to know the person and just spending quality time. So honestly, it could be just chilling, like walk in the park, whatever. Like, it depends on just the bonding for me. Like, to me, I don't even think a date should be a movie, because you're not even really talking during a movie, because you're just sitting next to each other. That's something that you do like later on down the line. But
right.
You're talking about if you're actually into the person, it's about quality time and what your interests are, or whatever the situation is, just hanging out with that person and feeling their vibe.
Right. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Uma, what's your thoughts on the
topic? I kind of agree with everything Jess said. Like, I actually, when I was dating and guys wanted to take me out, I would ask for a coffee date at first, because I'm like an introvert and I don't really like to be around people I'm like my energy is not vibing with. So I can't suffer through like a dinner or a movie or like, I don't know, for hours upon hours. It would kill me. So I actually like guys to take me on a coffee date at first. That's 20 to 30 minutes. We can feel each other out, see if we have like a chemistry and connection. And then after that, they can take me to, the formal dinner and stuff. So I don't have a problem with coffee dates.
Okay. All right. Candace or Kit, what's your thoughts on the topic? Okay, hold on. I got you, Candace. I got you.
All right.
Talk to us.
So first of all, my anxiety is too high to go for some coffee. We're not doing it. Now, it depends on, I think it's relative to the dynamic of that relationship for me. If it's casual and I'm just trying to see if I can vibe with you, whether it is longevity and just vibing or longevity and relationship, if I'm just vibing, I'm probably going to want to go somewhere like maybe a hookah lounge that we can talk at, that's not too busy. Maybe somewhere out to dance just to get that vibe and see whether or not we vibe. I'm definitely gonna need your ID and your tag number if it's the first time that we meeting. Definitely gonna need that. But when it comes to something more serious, I'd probably do something more like, let's go ahead and vibe at the beach. But I have to catch a vibe. It can't necessarily be, because it's kind of odd for me when it comes to trying to have conversation, because by that time, I've already decided whether or not I'm going to allow you access into my life, because it's not just that easy to gain that access. So if I am going out with you, then we've already had certain conversations to make me know that I am comfortable with you and I can't communicate with you. Now I'm trying to see something further. So that's how I feel about that. Coffee dates are okay if you're good with coffee. But me personally, that's not something that I choose to do. Not to say that it can be something that is free. So it's not a matter of how much something costs. It's just relative to whatever the dynamic of the relationship that we're going to have.
So you would go to a date with someone for their first date on the beach?
Absolutely. Okay. Side note, fun fact, I do nude beaches. So absolutely. I'll go to a regular beach with someone. I'd even go to the nude beach. But by that time, I already know the access I'm going to allow into my life. So I've already done my homework on that. So absolutely, I'd go.
You married or you single?
I'm single, divorced. I was married for 22 years.
Fellas in the chat. Candace, the legacy maker, Jones. Make sure you subscribe, you follow everything she has going on. She does not mind going to a beach on her first date. I love it. I love it. I love it. Kit, what's up, Kit?
Good evening, everybody.
What up?
I personally feel like she had a lot of valid points. I've been on coffee dates that I thought were amazing, but that's also because me and the person had already built we had like telephone rapport, you know what I'm saying, communication, and we, had coffee to kind of like further that, and then, we started doing like other dates or whatever. So I can definitely see that. I think dating has gotten a tad bit obscure as of late, and everything is about. It's really more about people's feelings are hurt, and so now they're trying to hit you in your pockets. Oh, you want my time? I want this, and it's become monetary actions. So I don't know, but she definitely had a lot of points, and I think that she definitely hit the nail on the head, because if you like somebody and you really like them, you're not afraid to go and see something over coffee when you're really thinking about like, oh, well, he's gonna have to do X, Y, Z. It's is it about he has to do that right now, or his ability to be able to do it? Period. So, I'll end my plane there.
Oh, she landed her fighter jet early tonight. What's up, Uma?
I got a question for the men in the comments. Well, most of the men in the comments. What would be, if you met a woman that you were interested in, like genuinely feeling through the chat and the talking, what would be your idea of a first date? Because I'm just curious to hear how men think these days, or what they're thinking would be for them, their ideal situation that they would want to do.
So I could tell you, right? I'm gonna answer that question, and then I'm sure the men in the chat will throw their comments in. What men care about more is getting to know you. We don't care to go out there and spend a lot of money on you because we don't know you. So it comes like, why are we putting so much of an investment into someone that probably has that same type of investment in about 5 or 6 other men? You guys are dating around. Now, this is to Faye, right? When you mentioned the word courting, this is why I said you don't watch the show, so you don't know. But why I don't really like that word courting is because who's courting today, right? Today it's just dating. And people are literally just dating around. They're enjoying themselves. They're going out on dinner dates with 5, 6, 7 different men, right? Some of the men, they're taking out 5, 6, 7 different women a month. I don't know if your pockets is deep enough you could do that. But with that being said, courting is a thing of the past. Unless I know I'm going to.
Not for everyone.
Jess, who talks in the everyone category? We are talking specifically in general, right? So in general,
I'll put it out there.
The marriage rates speak for itself, where the majority of people are not getting married. So with that being said, in general, most people are just dating. It's just dating. And courting means that I'm actually doing stuff, right? I'm intentional. You know I'm intentional, but I'm asking you to go meet your parents. I'm trying to be around you. I'm giving you plans for a future. Literally not giving it to you. You see my plans in action for a future for you. So I'm not just talking. You know you're included in my future. There's something that men show women that a lot of women don't look for. But if they paid attention, you would know if a man is about you and he's intentional or he's not.
Absolutely.
So that's why I don't use that word courting no more.
But I feel like as a female, if you would see the difference about a man that's coming in your life and he's not coming to play around. A man that's standing on business, he's showing up and he's doing X, Y, and Z to show you that he's wanting longevity with you. And I feel like those are the type of men that I feel like you can say that they're courting. They're looking for something long term. They're not looking for well, it's getting cold outside, a little warm bed to sleep in. They're not looking for that, and you can tell by their actions. That's why I say there are men that's courting, and I do believe that men still court. I do believe that, And it is a lot of people that play the field. And I feel like those type of men, we all been young before. I feel like you can spot them out all the way down the street. You can walk in a club, you can walk in a lounge, a restaurant. You could tell from how they approach you, like right off the rip. You can tell who's trying, like who's looking for today and who's looking for some years from now.
So I got you just now, Candace. I do want to reply to what she said. Let me ask you a question. I get what you're saying. I'm a data guy, right? So I look at a lot of data statistics, and I try to say this. You said that women kind of could tell. How do you think women are doing with that in today's climate?
Say again?
How do you think women are doing with being able to sniff out the right man that's courting them in today's climate?
Honestly, to answer that, I feel like I'm 32. I'll be 33 in December. I feel like it took me a long time to just know myself and heal from my younger self and like things that happened in my early years. So a lot of women, I think they're okay with knowing that this man ain't worth nothing. They're probably insecure themselves, or they probably don't really know what they want or they don't know how to set boundaries, or they just okay to just have somebody. I feel like everyone has an intuition. Everybody has like certain wants or needs or had they image of what a partner looks like for them, but some people settle out of a lot of reasons. And I feel like that's how I can answer that question.
All right. Let me get to this super chat. I'm gonna let Candace go. And then anyone I do still want to talk to you though. So stay right there. But, with that being said, we got a $5 $4.99 super chat from My Guy Blockchain. According a 2024 woman is the silliest ish a man can do. A lot of women rise to date, and to be one of the several men courting the same woman is dumb. So here's the problem, right? And this is what a lot of men are starting to show other men. We want to be married, so we want to court you. A lot of men, not saying all. When we find a woman that we actually like, we want to court you. Unfortunately, what a lot of men are running into is that a lot of women are dating around. I don't want to be the one trying to court you and you got 5 other dudes buying you steak every other night. So that's a problem. And what most men are starting to do is they're starting to wake up to what's really happening in the dating market, which is why you hear so much people talking about the dating pool has pee in it. But with that being said, Candace, I got you. What's good?
Man, so the whole courting, dating thing, I think parameters do have to be set around that. The thing about it is neither of us can enter into a courtship prematurely. So for a man to, it's understood that you're looking to be married, but there's still a process to it. It's just like an interview process. We're not going to bring you on an interview until you fill out an application. And there are many applicants. It is what it is when it comes to dating. So we do need to differentiate the difference between, like, with dating. It is okay to date multiple people because I'm trying to figure out what the best company is to work for. So not only as a woman, I am not going to just apply to one company. I'm not limited to my options. I'm going to apply to them all. Whichever one has the best package, that's the one I'm going to go for. Now it's a man's responsibility to pursue, so the dynamic is going to be different. So now they need to understand that there are some women that are just out there just to see what it is that they can get. But what if 3 people want to buy me a steak 3 times a week? I can't eat steak 3 times a week. If you
can do whatever you want to do, Candace.
So what I'm saying is, if you want those other people or you want me to yourself, you have to do a to yourself type of thing. It's not a competition, but you have to understand the dynamics of dating. Until you are at the point to where you have proven to me that you are worthy to carry me as a woman in order to court me to where it is just monogamously you, then I'm not making that decision. That would be unwise of me. because like the question that you asked, how are we doing in determining whether or not a man is definitely there for us or actually pursuing us in the right way? I have to determine where you are, whether or not you are emotionally healthy, because you could be attached to me and showing me so much from a place of lack because I am healing you in a way. So I have to give that time. In the comments, I wanted to address this. Brian Favor said, I don't believe in meeting a person and immediately going on a first date. Let's get to know each other before a physical connection. For me, you can't have access to me until I'm sure that you are going to care for me physically, until I can trust that when I go out with you, that you're going to protect me from others and protect me from you. So that's my whole spiel.
And I can get with that. I could get with some of that, right? Which is why men need to be careful on how they're spending their money, right? Because yeah, you're right. If I know I'm not meeting you right off the rip, I'm gonna mute you real quick. I'm not meeting you right off the rip and going on a date with you, right? I'm meeting you, talking to you on the phone. Hopefully we're building something up and I'm going on a date with you. Unfortunately, here's the thing. I've dated before I was married. And I know that I was one of the guys that was talking to a woman on the phone, and she also had 4 or 5 other guys she was also talking to, trying to figure out who was the best one for her. Now, you're telling me that I also need to pay these steak dinners for you as well, which is why I believe in fellas being at a minimum when you are dating these women. When you're dating women, period. If she wanted to get to know you, she would not require so much from you. Yes, yes.
But so then that means you're talking strictly about dating. Now, so that's when you talk about something specifically, if you're ready to court, now you have to talk about courting. If you're just dating, then you're talking about dating. And then that's when you have to split it down the middle when you talk like that. Because if it's someone that you're wanting to court, then you have to actually take that risk. Both of you are taking risks. It's a risk. Love is a risk. And that woman that you are courting is someone that you should be willing to, put that extra effort in and all that. So then that's down when that's differentiated.
The only time I recommend a man court a woman, though, is if that woman is saying, I am only seeing you exclusively. So then now it's up to me to be the man to make that decision if I'm going to court you directly.
But you do have to get to that point anyway. So
yeah,
if you know that you're both willing to go towards that, so those are some questions you have to kind of vet through. If they're willing to go towards that step, it may not be that person, yes or no, as you get to know each other. But if that's where you are headed and where your mind is ultimately, then you move accordingly. If you know someone who just want to date and take it slow, and there are certain cues, certain words, certain ways, certain actions that people take that shows you straightforward, this person just in for the ride. But now we got to actually talk about when they want something serious.
Right. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Go ahead. Candace, you had your hands up first, so I'm gonna let you go, and then Uma, and then I'll read what is going on in the chat.
Yes. You want to go ahead and handle that super chat before I talk?
Okay. I'll take care of that. Super chat. We have a $10 super chat from my man Blockchain in the What is good? He says men control access marriage. Women control access to sex. Women have no leverage in dating to marry when they are dating the sort of men they actually want to make them wives, which is true, which is very true. Also, real quick, I saw Lala in the chat, right? And I did want to address this. Lala, you're here. We are here for you. Thank you so much. I did see that you said that you and your sister actually watched the show together. So that means a lot to me. Thank you so much. And once again, family, what we are doing on this show tonight, as I said, I am not the person to sit there and y'all know how I move. I don't panhandle. But what I'm asking y'all for is to donate tonight. 50% of everything that's donated to the show will go over to Queen Lala and her family for the loss of her sister. So please support, donate. Much love, and we love you, Lala. We are here for you. So you're part of this family for life. All right. With that being said, you wanted to go, Candace, so go ahead and rock out. Uma got it.
So I agree with Uma. And I want to read.
She laughed at that one. She was like, "Oh, I agree with Uma."
And in the comments, Con Holiday said, this is going off of Uma's point. Men are supposed to lead by example. Courting is to put actions behind wants and intentions, or behind a want and intent. If a man wants a woman, he got to come correct, but you know my proper. He has to come correct. A woman is taking a bigger risk than a man. So I do think that there needs to be a separation. If you're courting or dating, it's two different things. And if you are dating, like with risk comes reward. With risk comes loss, yes, but with risk comes reward. There's a book called Go for No, which means the more risk you take, the more opportunities you have for a yes. The more no's you get, the more opportunities you have for a yes. Now, if you're just going out there and spending money frivolously because you're trying to impress someone, then you're not being wise. You're not ready for courtship anyway. So you need practice. Go ahead and have that. Date, if anything, have the experience of dating a woman who is purposefully dating. So don't just date a woman who's out there just dating just to date, but someone who is dating with purpose, meaning I'm dating to find someone, but I'm not going to just pick anyone. That's a woman that can be learned from. But if you are just out there spending, then that's unwise of you. But it's okay to date multiple people, even as a man, so you can decide what it is that you want. And once you're locked in, you're locked in. But you have to understand the dynamics that a woman is taking the risk. So if you don't understand that, then you don't value her as much as you say you are, or the value that you're bringing into your fold is not that much bigger. You have to think about those things. You will want your daughter to do the same thing. Okay.
Right. Just to speak on that real quick. You are right. I would want 100% my daughter to vet and date men correctly, which is why I created the topic of the show tonight, right? Arranged marriages. But with that being said, we got a $2 super chat I wanted to touch on real quick from DJ Torch and Friends Live Empowerment Network. Shout outs to you. He says, ladies, a good man will court you. Shout outs to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Shout outs to you. Thank you. I'm seeing some new people in here tonight. I'm loving it. All right, Uma, what you have to say? Talk to me.
So I wanted to go back to your point about when you were dating and you said that, I really wouldn't spend a lot of money or, want to talk to a woman that was talking to other men. And I wanted to say that as a woman, when I dated, I did the serial dating. I was talking to like 2-3 guys at the same time. And I would tell any guy, like, if you're seriously interested in me, don't talk to me if I'm talking to 2-3 other guys, because when I'm interested in a guy, like really seriously interested, I'm not talking to anybody else. I don't want to talk to anybody else. I just want to talk to that guy. So that's a good like indication to a man if he's trying to talk to a woman and she's talking to other guys and she tells him she's really not that serious about you, because if she was serious about you, the minute you stepped into her life, she would drop everything else that she got going on and just focus in on you. Because that's what I did with my man. When he met me, I was like talking to different guys and stuff. But the minute he stepped into my life, I was just like, whoa, and I was like, I don't want to talk to anybody else. And I told the guys, I didn't tell them I was in a relationship because we weren't in a relationship. I just told them that I was busy or I don't feel like dating anymore or whatever. I just kind of politely shut everybody down because this guy just got my attention and it was just him. And I think men, like, that's what you want. You want to find a woman who would just be like, it's just you, nobody else.
Right. And listen, I could get that. And I encourage men to, like I said, when you know it's just you. While my main point is not taken away from anything you ladies are saying tonight. My main point of what I'm trying to say is the risk that men have to take. Now, those
There's
risks,
always
I
a
agree.
risk.
I agree. I just said that. But what I'm saying is that the type of risk that men could take financially, dating a woman that is not specifically dating him. Now, if I'm taking you on all these lavish dates and I don't know for a fact that it's just me, it's a problem. This is what I'm saying. Men lose a lot of money that they could be putting into investing in themselves, going on dates with women that are not into them. And we keep doing it. We keep doing it.
Well, if a man gonna keep texting all of these good morning, beautiful texts, and he barely getting a response, he know to stop offering to pay the woman car note or something. Like, why you keep trying? Sometimes it be plain as day. So y'all be spending y'all money because for whatever y'all think y'all going to gain out of y'all fake courtship or out of y'all dating, that's why y'all do the things that y'all do continuously.
I like her.
Like, I'm just being.
I like her too. She's tripping right now.
I'm just speaking.
A fact is a fact.
Me at 32 on 33, dating today is completely different from me dating at 21. Then I feel like age plays a part in it. Culture could play a part in it. But honestly, when I was younger, like especially before coming to mom, like I feel like I was dating just to have fun. And like I said, me today, if you don't have any purpose in your own life, whether you're a man or a woman, you're dating dangerously. Like if you don't know who you are and where you want to see yourself go in the next month or year or two, it don't matter if you're a man or woman dating, you're dating dangerously because neither one of y'all gonna be able to lead nobody nowhere. You can't set boundaries. You can't say that you're overspending because you don't know what you want to do. You ain't looked at your finances. You don't know if like it's a lot that plays into it when it comes to dating. So
Faye, there's a
And you
lot
gotta
of
think about
42.
time too. Time is precious. You can't be wasting people's time.
For real.
Oh, here's
Or
the
have
thing.
your time wasted.
Here's the thing.
Sorry.
There's a lot of 42-year-old men that's dating right now, right? That know where their finances are. They're well endowed. They're well endowed financially. And women are out here wasting your time. Listen, you're saying that don't text a woman
It's on
back
both
that's not
ends.
giving you the good. Hold on. Can I land my plane? Can I land the plane? Like, I'm up here. I'm not gonna I ain't gonna be up there for too long, I promise you. There's a lot of people that are dating right now. And when you're out there, you would know. Somebody got TV playing in the background. There we go. So there's a lot of men that's out here dating right now. These older women. And these women are responding back to their text messages. These women are giving multiple men a good amount of their time. Because these are divorced women who's like, I don't want to take nothing serious anymore, but they're not being honest with the men that they're dating. Why are y'all acting like women are not out here playing games?
Well, why these older men? Because let me tell you something. It's a lot of men 40 or up that be knocking at my door. And I look like I'm 19. Sometimes, like the wig is changed today, but sometimes I be looking like 19 or 21. Don't look my age, but it's a lot of older men that I don't know what their finances like, but they always out here offering. So that's
right.
And then can I jump in? I don't think it's fair to say men don't know because you try to say don't act like women ain't out here playing the field. A man knows where he's wanted and where he's not wanted. You know when you're talking to someone, you're not getting that energy. She only
I could get men on. I could get men on Sunday's panel if you would like, Ash.
Please.
That will tell you that they are dating women, and these women are out here giving them the same attention that they're giving multiple men.
I don't believe that women are out here giving equal energy to men that they don't want nothing to do with.
They might want something to do with about 2 or 3 different men. I'm getting attention from this man. I'm getting finances from this man. I'm getting whatever.
Ash, I feel like some men are delusional. I really feel there are some men out here that have no clue this female don't like him, but only like his checkbook. And they really go into their friends. Oh, she loved me because she told me 2 weeks ago that, we had a 2-minute conversation. Like, they really are out here delusional. So I don't know.
I literally have
Their
homegirls.
friends are failing them. Their homeboys are failing them.
I literally got homegirls though.
Kanye made a song about it. Kanye made a song about it. What was the song when he was talking about
gold diggers?
Right. And she, I love my baby
offerings. There's not gold digging. It's offering. They always offer.
I mean, like, about
Oh
guys.
my God, this is crazy.
Guys being delusional.
This is crazy. This is crazy. Listen, I literally have homegirls that use men for specific things that they want. And they give those men.
That do that as well.
Right.
You don't have
give
to.
every man equal.
They treat them all the same. I promise you.
I don't know. You know what? I agree.
With better values.
Which is why I say don't spend a lot of money on these dates. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying don't.
Dang, your homegirls that tarnish a woman for the look of women for everyone. Because now we're a monolith.
They didn't. Who said that? I never said that. Why are you putting words in my mouth? I never said women are always a monolith. I'm talking about specific type of women. Now, when you do, let me remove this one, kid. When you do find a good woman, right? When you do find a woman you could cook, because I'm a married man. I can't sit here and think all women are monoliths. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to tell men is when you pay attention, don't spend a lot of money. Watch that woman's intention with you. If she's strictly dating you and you know it, and she's giving you all of her time and attention, court her, marry her, take her off the market. She's giving you something that other women aren't giving you. That's all I'm saying. I don't even know why we even having a back and forth about this. I ain't saying nothing crazy. Yes, Candace, hold on. I got you.
First of all, it's your tone, sir. It's the tone that you have. I don't think they should spend a lot of money. It's your tone. Now, it had
y'all raising my blood pressure early.
Had you better go and drink some cinnamon water or something. I don't know, garlic or I don't know. Wifey, where you at?
She out. She went out, so she ain't here. So I gotta just deal with this.
I'm gonna need you not to throw her under the bus so smoothly. Okay.
Okay, I got you.
But my thing is, number one, a lot of money is relative. Okay, it's relative to what you have. Number two, hold on. Born to Febe, not too much on the older men 40 because I'm big 43 and I'm still a young whippersnapper. Okay.
I just said older men because I'm 32, but I hang with 40-year-olds, so we good.
we
not
old up here,
y'all. Friends.
I do. I really do.
But I look at it like, I mean, the men who are they want the rose-colored glasses type thing. They just like the way that it feels. They know they have red flags where they are absolutely aware. So for me per se, there's no way that I could allow myself to passively take advantage of somebody who wants to maybe give to me or do a certain thing to me. If I know I am not going to invest in you in that way, or I'm not investing in you in that way right now, that whatever it is you're seeing is something that you have. And especially for those of us who are on the screens a lot, where people are looking at us, people will create a relationship or a love interest that is not necessarily there. So we have to be, no matter whether it's men or women, we have to be cognizant of the fact that people create things in their minds and they react based on that. So it is up to the man to determine whether or not, you know what, let me see whether or not this is actually real. And if it's not, then let me go ahead and do the work and move on. But some men are comfortable with, you know what, let me go ahead and get this one. Let me go ahead and try and pay for that one because they believe that is a way to get a person as opposed to investing with the right resources.
Okay. I want to hear from Sapphire. So give me a moment. Sapphire, what is good? What is good? What's your thoughts on the topic? Am I bugging?
I mean, it does also have a lot to do with what you attract. And, what you attract is what you want to, what you ultimately, like Candace was saying, want to invest in and take the time out to get to know somebody, that you felt like was a natural attraction. Now, if you feel like you attracting the same type of woman that's into the same 5 men all the time, then maybe you should probably do a little self-reflecting before you try to get back in the dating scene, because you're attracting the same person. So I mean, I agree with everyone pretty much on the panel, up and down, in and out, because it really, to me, you know dating has to do with a first, of course, a physical attraction, and then something that, a spark, something like that. And then once you get that out the way and you start to talk, then you can start to move on to dating or courting, whatever you decide. But it ultimately starts with an attraction. So if you don't like what you keep attracting, then maybe you should do a little bit more self-reflecting before you start dating or courting.
I agree. I agree with that. Introspective, right? You want to look within, find out who you are, find out what you want before you even hit the market. With me personally, and I'm gonna just tell y'all, I don't really like to put my business out there like that. But when I found my wife, it was more, I was ready to find a wife. So I went looking for a wife, and I made sure the woman that I found had certain qualities that I wanted, right? I wanted a woman that would be that would adhere to my wants and needs, meaning that she's going to allow me to. I said that's what I did.
No, I know,
didn't say. Go ahead, Jess. I'm listening. Go ahead. You got the floor.
I'm just saying, you just proved it. As in to say, sometimes it depends on your heart posture. You were ready to find a wife. You looked for a wife. You found a wife. When you were dating, you were dating. Okay, done. So I'm just saying.
But here's the thing, though, right? Before I found a wife, now, like I said, I do look at me as a monolith. I mean, as a not a monolith. I look at myself as an anomaly.
Don't use that word. It's overused.
But it's true. I look at myself as an anomaly. I don't think I'm the average guy that is out there looking to try to court and or date women. There's a lot of men that's like, I want a wife, and they keep running into the same type of women over and over and over again. Now, do I know the work that they've done on themselves? I don't know. Yes, Faye.
Okay, like to go back from what I said before, it takes two in a marriage or a relationship. If you said that you were ready to settle down and you were ready to look for a wife, in order for her to become your wife, that means she equally was ready to settle down and find a husband. These men that are out here spending, they should be mindful to find someone that's also looking, and that should be the questions that they like. If I date somebody, I'm coming out the door, like just like how I'm talking to y'all. I'm at the point where I want to be cute and I want to be all nice, but let's just lay it on the table. Like, let's see what your goals are for the next 3 years. Credit wise, are you looking? Do you like traveling? What are your family values? Do you have siblings? Are y'all like this in your family? What are the core rules? Like, I want to know like 10 questions, and I'm gonna know off those 10 questions what I need to do. And I hate for it to be straightforward, but my time been wasted, and at this point I don't want to waste no more time. So I'm not just going to be like, hey, question one is question, not like that. But when we sitting and we talking and we dating, I feel like I'm at a point where I am dating with the purpose. I have healed. I know what it is that I want. I can set realistic boundaries. I have realistic goals, things that I want to do with a partner as a partnership, because I don't even believe in marrying just for love. I believe marriage is more than about love and that commitment, but that could be another topic on my views.
I agree.
That's what I'm looking for going into dating. So I need a man that's going to also come to me and be like, well, what are your religious values? What are your views on this? And we actually sitting and we're talking about it. We could know right on this conversation right here, y'all will know if we're a match for each other. You will know if I'm a match for you. You'll know if I'm a match for you, just off of this panel right here. And that's how dating should be. It's really quick and to the point. But people, some people like cat and mouse. Some people like the They like the tug of war. They like the call or get rejected and keep trying, or let me spend a little extra here. I went on dates where I even paid and I was just like, look, this ain't gonna work for me. Yeah, we done.
Like, check.
Thank you for inviting me out. I see you next time. And I covered it and I went on about my day. Or sometimes guys will be too flashy with their money, but don't ever think you can pay me to be where you want me to be. Let me show you my money long too. Here you go. Have a good day. Cause that's a turn off to me too. So I just feel like it really just, to answer your question, men are out here spending their money because they want to spend their money. And I teach my young cousins and I teach the young people, young guys in my family, don't be out here spending your money unless you want. And you will know because you gotta ask these questions to get to know the person.
Right. Well, just to speak on that real quick, because I agree with a lot of what you just said. And the reason why I do is because what I feel like men, why they spend a lot of money, is because the world tells them that's how to get a woman. The world tells, even in same-sex relationships, right? Whoever plays more of the masculine role, you start to see that as well, where you're starting to hear a lot of, oh, well, I don't want to feel like the man because I got to keep spending money. I got to keep spending money. It's a problem. So we hear this and we feel as if that is the only way to get you. Is if my bank account is long and if I'm spending and gifting you, then you probably would like me. It's only when men start to talk to other men and start to tell them like, no, if she likes you, she's going to be with you even if you don't spend because she's going to want to get to know who you are, not how your pockets look. Security is great, but yeah. What's up, Kitty? She's settled in the house. What up?
I just have a question. So you said that, the world keeps telling men that they have to spend money. But who runs the world? Are we not a patriarchy?
Here we go with this patriarchy stuff. You know.
I'm just saying,
you stirring up the pot.
Men are the ones who make the determination.
No, you determine the dating market, not men.
But no, you all are the ones. So here's the thing. So women got together. I'm just trying to. I just want to know for clarification, right? So women got together and they conspired and they said, okay, you know what? They have to be flashy with a lot of money and they have to steal bitches from other men and they have to if they don't have at least one felony and a baby mama and so we come and we conjure up all of these things and then we put it out there and say that this is what has to be, and then you all go and create this.
You gonna let me answer your question?
I'm just curious. I'm sorry.
Let me answer your question. I got you. Now I'm gonna give y'all a little history lesson since Kit just wanted to get into that real quick, right? That's not how it is. Women have always required something from men, which is what, ladies? Provision, right? So if men knew from the beginning of times that women wanted our protection, our provision, and our procreation, right? Provision comes with money. So women set the tone. Before it wasn't money. Before it was who was a conqueror. She might have wanted the king. She might have wanted the top dog in the tents. She may have wanted that guy. But women are attracted to masculinity. Masculinity also comes with a man. If he can have his finances in order, he becomes even more attractive to women. Men never set that tone. You did. Most men would date you no matter what. If you were okay with dating me and I was broke, I'll still date you. So
but most men don't want to date broke women. But
then when you get on,
most men don't care. Broke men care.
I've heard that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Candy. Sorry about that.
To piggyback off of that, and it probably segues into the topic. You're right. the women are, in their Con Holiday says, but it's a woman's responsibility to let a man know exactly where she stands and provide the right information without lies or manipulation so that he can make an educated decision. So in regards to the finances, since the beginning of time, when there were arranged marriages, whether or not that woman could have been promised to that man at 14, until that man or that boy was able to financially care for that woman and protect her in the way that her father was, he could not come and get her out that man's house. Now, when he was, that's when he became attractive. So yes, she's like, yeah, that's my husband to be and all of that, but I'm still with my daddy until this man decides that he's going to do. So he's motivated to do that. Just like the other dude in the Bible that was promised homegirl, if he worked 7 years, got her sister, and then worked another 7 years. He worked for what it is that he wanted. He put in that work, but it was required based on the desire for that woman. So I absolutely agree. As women, we do set the tone to encourage men. That's just what we do. We provide encouragement for a man to do a certain thing. But
so then
that goes.
Okay, even if we say that, then I wonder, how do we encourage this 50-50 situation? Like, because I mean, that's the whole conversation in itself. Like, if we're out here encouraging and we're the one that's setting the tone in that way, how did we do that? Like, because that's the doozy. Because, and I'm like, wow, because we're setting the tone. I don't believe the tone that
we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
Like,
Let's do it.
But then also,
Joe, Ash, stop, Ash.
I mean, I just be trying to find the lies and shit, because I just be, I told you.
But there's no lies in these steps. But I'm gonna play because we're gonna get into the main event, because Candace did a nice segue into this. So let's get into the main event and let's get into arranged marriages.
So I'm getting married today. My parents found me an African husband, and they insisted, even though I literally told them I don't want you to control me and I want to marry my own person at an older age. They do arranged marriages here, so they were just like, they found a nice guy. They said they would be perfect for me. My parents were like, I don't know, she probably wouldn't go with it, but they decided they wanted to decide for me. So they bought me a wedding dress and everything. This is the wedding dress. We're all getting ready for the reception. So yeah, when I come back, I will be betrothed.
And I got one more.
Do when your father says that he's not going to be attending your wedding and he does not want to meet your future husband because you declined his arranged marriage. Further context, I'm South Sudanese, Nyan Tuin Mayardid, and my father expects me to marry another Tuin Mayardid. I think it just saddens me that I have a father like this. I love my culture and I love being South Sudanese, but there are some things that I just don't agree with and I refuse to follow. And arranged marriage is one of them. At the end of the day, I'm the one that stuck with this man forever. No disrespect at all to my father, and I love him, but I do not want a man that he chooses at all. And as much as I do love him and I would love for him to be a part of my future wedding, my future husband, everything, I just am kind of okay with him not being there if he chooses not to be, if that means that I'm happy.
It's all about happiness. So I wanted to get into this conversation, and the reason why, I was having a good conversation with one of my guys, right? And he was making a good point. He said, you know what? He said, Mingo, if I had a daughter and I know you have a son, what I would want is, because I know the values you are raising your son with. So I would raise my daughter to marry your son. So of course, for me, that sounds like a win-win, because I don't want my son to keep making mistakes with women, just as you don't want your daughter to keep making mistakes with men, potentially having babies by the wrong men, but that can't offer them nothing, because you don't know if they have those values. So we get back into a courting stage. So I would love to set the tone there, and please, let's go around the panel and have the conversation. I don't know.
Purpose. While I don't agree with a certain thing, I do when it comes to the arranged marriages. So first of all, when you're of a certain culture where that is where that's a thing that happens, a lot of people push away from that when someone in the comments said, somebody has been Americanized, when they're introduced to other things outside of the culture. So it kind of does not work in that aspect, because now they have different thought processes. But that also goes with making decisions from a point of emotion. And a lot of us can do that. When it comes to marriage, for me, marriage is based upon purpose. If you are not conducive to my purpose, forget my feelings. Like, I'm not worried so much about my feelings as I am about my future. I'm not worried so much about passion as I am about purpose. So the passion will grow based on, like, if there is an arranged marriage, the passion will grow based on the things that are relative to us and us growing. We can develop that. Feelings come and feelings go. That type of love comes and goes. But when we choose a love based on purpose, those things last. So when it comes to arranged marriages, a lot of people who are in that culture who do it in that way, do it for a place of safety and security. So I will totally respect my father if we were in that type of culture and he arranged a marriage. Now, a true father is not going to arrange a marriage with someone who is abusive for the most part. So in that, I agree with that. As long as it is healthy in all ways and not just based on just the finances, then I'm completely okay with that.
Okay. I'm with that. Uma, you had something to say on the topic?
Yeah, I'm for arranged marriages because it's done in my culture. So I'm East Indian heritage, and we know about the Indian arranged marriages, but it is different these days. I was actually surprised to hear the African women talking about how it's still being done in Africa, but it has gotten more more modernized in India or with Indian people. I went to school with a lot of friends from India, and they did get arranged married. But the way it went down was we have the caste system. And if you're in the Brahmin caste, that's the highest caste. So you want to date and marry within the Brahmin caste. So they have like a website just for Brahmins living in America. And my girlfriend went on the site. She was allowed to pick the person and go on a date with like somebody to kind of be there, like an escort kind of to watch over them and whatnot. And they were able to talk and have conversations. Or I had another friend whose father picked the groom, and they got to date and meet each other beforehand to see if it was a match. So all she had to do was fall in love. And I have another friend who it took her about 2 or 3 times going to different guys to be like, this is the one I want to be with. But the beautiful thing about the way we do arranged marriages is that we try to pair the children with the same kind of background to make it easier for the marriage. So think about what we argue about a lot in America, right? Money differences, sexual differences, stuff like that. But when you have these marriages that are paired, where you have the same educational level, you make about the same amount of money, you have the same views on life, you have the same religion, it takes away a lot of things that are meant to cause problems. I think the arranged marriages last longer. And then remember too, and it's more predominant in America to have love marriages. It's not that predominant around the world. Around the world, it is more about safety and stability and the lineage, carrying on the lineage. In some countries, it's transactional, where the poorer girls get with the richer guys, and it's the richer guys will provide for her and her household. So I'm for arranged marriages.
All right. Sapphire, how do you feel about arranged marriages?
I respect it when it comes to the different cultures that do it across the world for reasons to piggyback off of what Candace and Wanabi was saying. To have that product, the same type of goals, the same type of setup, the same type of security, background. I do, appreciate and would stand for arranged marriages in that way. But then on the other hand, the dark side of arranged marriages, no, I do not. For the underhanding, arranged marriages that have different things to do with personal religions and personal beliefs that come out of personal religions and practices, those type of arranged marriages I do not agree with. So that's my take on that.
Okay. Jess, what's your thoughts on arranged marriages?
I'm with Sapphire with this. I respect wherever the cultures that practice it, that, that's fine. But then you also have to remember that a lot of us who are in the Western society, where that's what we're used to, is not the arranged. So we're looking at the different areas of it as well, where if you grew up like that, you're accustomed to certain things. If you're not accustomed to certain things, then of course, it may be a little bit challenging in certain areas. But I do see the benefits that were told, that were spoken about, like with what Uma said and everything like that. I see the benefits of everything. But, there are certain also little hiccups that, like even me personally, that I will think about, like just the aspect of humanity a little bit, and kind of being I have to think about it more with that, to be honest.
Okay. I do want to touch on something you said, but I do want to go around the panel. So, Kit, what's your thoughts on it?
I believe it works for who it works for. And whether that's culturally, whether that's, whether it's however it's set up, right? I believe that if it works for the people that are doing it, then who am I to say that it's right, wrong, or indifferent? It doesn't have to be for me for it to be a good thing. So for those that it works for within the culture that practices it, and if it works for them, I think that that's an amazing thing. Yeah, I don't really have too many things to say in that regards, because again, if we're looking at it from a cultural standpoint, and that's something that they're used to and what they agree to, then I don't really see or take issue with it. I will say this though, for the Western world, if we were to say, we want a man that provides and has and does, we would be called gold diggers, and why do we want all of these things, and what gives you the right to want X, Y, and Z. Not saying from all, but from a good amount of them, that would be the energy versus, okay, here's my 2 mules and a cow for your family, here's my dowry, to be able to betroth you. So just putting that out there, but that's all.
Okay. All right. Ash, what's your thoughts on the topic?
I'm like torn right down the middle, okay? Because hear me out, right? I think it's it's kind of like a dope concept, right? Because like, I don't gotta pick the person, so it's not on me if it don't work out, Even if I gotta thug it out until death do its part, like, I didn't pick this person, but I do believe you can make something work with a complete stranger. Like, you can build this bond and you can create something beautiful from that. But then on the flip side, it's like, who's picking this person for me to marry? And then, like, say I grew up, right, and this was a cultural thing, and I watched my parents go through this shitty marriage, and then they're like, okay, we found you a husband. I'm like, bro, I done seen how y'all was rocking. I don't trust y'all to pick me anybody, right?
Let me ask you a question, just on what you said. You could come right back to it. What's a shitty marriage? Let's take away AB. Let's take away DV, right?
I'm not doing that.
And let's take away from
arguing, no love, no affection. They're just coexisting in a space together. There's no interaction. They don't even like each other. You can tell it's clear as day they don't like each other. They don't even talk. I've got patients that got parents that live in the town and don't even speak to each other. To me, that's a shitty relationship. If I got my person, we gotta talk, because we gotta be best friends. I gotta talk to you all day long, because who else am I gonna talk to?
You think that's real in a marriage, though?
Talking?
Communication all the time, forever. Like, that's just how it's gonna be for life.
Why would we stop talking? Like, why would I not communicate with my? Why would I not communicate with my lifelong spouse to death do it?
Because in marriages,
sometimes I don't want to talk. Sometimes we both don't want to talk.
Right.
In
marriages,
for a few hours and then boom, we right back.
No, that's not. So it's not. It's not real to say that life is just going to be you know, we have those moments, and then we're just gonna come right back together, and we're just gonna love each other, and it's
Because
gonna
it's
be
a choice at the
great.
end of the day. You could choose to
N-
continue not to talk to someone
No,
that you're
no,
like.
things happen, Ash, and
Yeah.
in years and years of
I'm
being,
really big on it's literally a choice. Just like every emotion that you choose to experience is a choice, it's a choice, right? Because you don't have to sit in the non-talking stage or the I don't feel like talking to this person. So I think that's where things go wrong. People stay in that space of not wanting to talk to that person for too long, then
Absolutely.
they get used to the not communicating. And then boom,
nah,
they in
I'm
separate
gonna,
bedrooms. It's a downward spiral. Boom.
So Mingo,
yeah.
I think you're looking for confirmation bias here, and you are not going to get it. There is no reason why we should go more than a day unless there is something that someone is dealing with heavily, then the other person needs to understand that. But there is no reason that there should be a culture that is acceptable where we are not communicating. Like, even if we are adults and we just communicate the fact that I need a few days to myself, then that's communication in and of itself. But to just be like, yeah, there's some times where, you know, you're just not going to communicate, not for no days at a time. If that's the case, then there's an issue with that. Now, on the part of when it comes to,
I want to respond to you real. I want to respond to the
ahead.
both of y'all. I don't want to go too far off that topic. I want to respond to the both of y'all. I'll mute you just now. Okay, so let's talk about that. Right? And I'm going to take myself out of this because, you know, I've been married for a long time. We have to look at and be realistic and set realistic expectations with marriage nowadays. The problem, what I believe with a lot of women, and why a lot of women get divorced, and why the 80% of our women are filing for divorce, and even if we look at in whole, the majority of marriages that's filed in America is filed by women, is because I do believe the unrealistic expectations for marriage, and I'm going to be happy all the time, or for the majority of the time, is there. You know what a lifetime is? A lifetime is, yo, I'm seeing you season after season after season. I'm going through it with you. I'm going through my own personal stuff. You're going through your personal stuff. We are trying to come together. We are changing. We're not staying the same for 40, 50 years. We are changing with each other, and we are growing. And in those changing moments may come moments of complete unhappiness. And that unhappiness might happen for 2-3 years. What matters is the value that you put on marriage, and your person you chose to put on marriage is what's going to make the stand the test of time.
Yeah.
That's what matters with marriage. So if you're living with the unrealistic expectation that there may be moments that you won't communicate with each other, and it's just supposed to be, we could go through this for one day and come right back and that's it. It's not real. I'm sorry. And if you have that expectation, you will be divorced in a matter of 6 to 7 months. Yes, I'm gonna unmute you again.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Because I don't care how long we're unhappy with each other, how long we're mad or upset with each other, how many years. The point is, it is a choice, right? I
It
can be
is.
mad at you, but I still have a role to play, right? I don't, because we made a commitment to each other. I don't care how mad I am. I still have a role to play. I'm not gonna drop my duties as a wife just because we're beefing for 3 years. No, this thing
You
still
might.
have to get. I know it's a choice.
might.
It's a choice.
It's like I think
I may not want to do my role, but I'm gonna do it.
I
This is
think
what
like
I signed up for.
it's a
I
good
didn't sign up to
Uma
lose. I didn't sign up
Candace
to
Sapphire.
lose. I didn't sign up to lose. I didn't sign up to quit when it got hard. I decided to make this to death do its part. So we're gonna thug it out together, right? Like no matter what, I'm not finna
So guess
turn my
what?
back on
Go
my
make
person.
me a sandwich, but I don't want to talk to you right now. And that's
That's
gonna happen.
fine. That's fine. Take your sandwich.
All right.
I'm still mad at you, but we finna do what we gotta do.
Because I believe in love me
cool,
even when you don't like me. Like
that
Fuck
part.
you, and this bitch ass sandwich that I made with love that got lettuce and tomatoes and onions and a side of chips and a
That
beverage.
part.
Fuck you and this damn delicious ass sandwich. bitch.
Okay. Do you want one for lunch tomorrow or not?
I
Dang.
feel like
My face.
I feel like also that
That part.
knowing
Go ahead, Sapphire.
your like knowing who you with, knowing your partner, knowing who you took the time with. should also lead to a road of knowing how to communicate with that person. So your way of communicating with each other might not be the way Shorty and her dude communicate up the street, because y'all have this type of bond. So y'all have found a way now to communicate, and certain things are enough for y'all. And you know when to go your ways, and you know when somebody needs time or when somebody needs space. It's really all about having that knowledge of your partner internally to just be like, okay, well, they need a second, they need a break, or this, that, and the third. Other than that, if you don't know how to communicate with your partner in a communication that works for you two as a union, as a whole, then no matter how hard somebody else want to do it, it ain't gonna get done. So no matter how hard the woman or the man wants to go hard for communicating and keep going, if the other party don't want to do it, it's not gonna get done. That means because somebody is lacking the vulnerability in communicating with that other person, that partner. So finding a way to communicate and how you and your partner communicates is really important to me.
That's real. That's real. Go ahead, Candace.
I have several points. The first point is, okay, let's talk about the arranged marriage thing. An arranged marriage is essentially a business transaction. It is a contract, which means if one person is not holding up their end of the bargain, it's a problem. The contract is then void. Technically, like let's think about it like that. So let's talk about the whole communication thing. Yes, there will be times where it will be hard to communicate, but you don't get to check out. You made a decision, you made a choice. So if I'm remaining true to my vow to stay with you during this, you have to remain true to your vow to push past your emotions and whatever it is you have going on and prioritize us. So if that means that other things in your life have to be deprioritized, then that's what it means, because ultimately your purpose lies here. Favor is found when you find a good wife. My next point is, I was married for 23 years. Somebody in the comments said, sounds good. Oh, Wall Street, sounds good until you're there. I was there. And when I was not holding to my vow to my ex-husband, I was holding to my vow to God. So I was a quintessential biblical wife the entire time, regardless of what he did. However, he was making that contract null and void. And then God gave me permission to leave. But I say that to say, I didn't have the opportunity to check out just because he chose to. So we each have to individually put in our 100%. I don't deal with the 50-50. It's 100-0. So if one of us are down, we are still at 100. But in regards to the contractual marriages, it's contractual. When one person is not holding up their end of the bargain, they cannot accept. So let's say modernize here. You ain't doing what you're supposed to do. You're giving me free game to go ahead and fill the contract elsewhere.
Hold up, what does that mean? You mean leave the marriage or cheat?
No. I'm talking about contractual marriages. I'm not talking about.
I have to make sure.
No, what I mean is that you can, if you not investing in the way that you should invest, is putting your investment at risk. Do you understand? So you can't fall, and this goes for women too. There's certain things that we are quote unquote responsible for and that we agree to, the expectations in a marriage. And if we choose not to hold on to it, or we choose not to be diligent in the pursuit of honoring that, then we cannot be mad because the man checks out. However, it does not give the man permission to check out, because when we are not fulfilling our vow to each other, we have to fulfill our vow to God.
But okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that real quick. The vow to God and the vow to each other, right? There has to be a foundation. Some people don't believe in God. So we could only talk on our terms and what we know it to be. I believe in God. I'm a Christian. But there's some people that don't. And for the people that don't, what else do they lean on? They have to lean on something called duty, I believe in. They have to say, okay, I have a duty to you, my wife, that I will not break. Right? So across the board, that should be a foundation for most marriages. Now, when I'm saying to check out, checking out doesn't mean like, yo, I'm just gonna divorce you, I'm gonna leave or whatever, or I'm gonna blank you out for the rest of my life. No, there might be a time and period where I'm like, yo, I'm not rocking with you right now. You just pissed me off, or you did something that crossed the lines that I should probably not forgive you, but I'm still going to stay because you may have disrespected me. And every woman knows the man's biggest thing is respect. You disrespect the man, and most times he's going to leave. We don't really require love and all that affection from you. We require respect all the time. So what happens when that respects get crossed? I might check out. I won't leave you. I might communicate vaguely with you. We still under the same roof, but we're not going to live happy together for a while. There's something that Michelle Obama said, and I was with her on this one, when she said I was unhappy with Barack for 10 years. 10 years of her life. She had to deal with it. There's going to be those moments where you look at the person that you're with, and you're going to be like, yo, I want to punch you in your face right now. It happens. Yes, Ash.
But I'm sure she still played her role, right? Because if not,
Don't make that sandwich.
If she didn't play her role for 10 years, they would not be married. So the point is, no matter how we're feeling the day to day, no matter how checked out we want to be, we still have to play our parts.
Well, my part is paying the bills, right? Providing, still. I'm still going to protect
whatever
you,
expectations are set from the jump, because it's not the same for everyone. Whatever expectations are set from the jump, maintain it. I don't care how bad the storm is.
Those things. So then that's the duty, right? The foundation of the relationship. So I'm with you, Ash. No matter what. Sapphire, yes. You was going to say something, Sapphire? Sapphire, you can hear me? Hold on, let me unmute your mic. Let me unmute your mic. There we go.
No, yeah, I can hear you. It's breaking up a bit. No, I was just trying to hear what was going on.
Okay.
Bad.
Okay. So and that's what we're talking about. So I agree. Everything that you just said just now, Ash, has a lot to do with the foundation of a marriage. And if the foundation is there, you're good. You have a building block. So no matter what happens between me and you, I'm still going to fulfill my duties as your husband. You are supposed to fulfill your duties as a wife. I think it's unrealistic when a lot of men say, no matter what, a woman should be sleeping with me. If I'm required to still do my part, you're supposed to be giving up some box every once in a while, right? Cool.
No, I agree. If it's setting the expectations, it's a mess because that's part of the role, right? Because once you take that away, yes, it is. Because you take that away, things go downhill.
I'm smashing. I don't care how mad you are or I am.
Now we not being intimate either.
I'm smashing.
We're roommates. Yeah, you got to. It's a must. It's a must. It's part of the roles. It's part.
You could be mad all you want. I'm gonna be the one holding to that duty. Your body's not yours. My body's not mine. Come on over here and get the sloppy toppy and go about your business. How about that?
That's fair. That's a fact.
Fellas, she is single. Feel free to hit her up at Candace, the Legacy. Find her. Matter of fact, just hit me up and I'll make sure I send you guys her contact. I won't send you a number, but I will send you her IG. You could get in her DMs for whatever you need. I got y'all. Who said GMT don't look out for his people? All right. So I do know that Sapphire has to go. She has something to do early in the morning. But I do want to respect her time. Before we go, though, I want to remind everyone we are doing this show tonight for Queen Lala. So everyone in the chat knows who Queen Lala is, and we are doing this show specifically tonight in honor of her sister that she lost. So her sister was an avid watcher of this show, and Queen Lala was also a major supporter from day one of me doing these panels. So I'm asking everyone, please super chat your support. I will get those proceeds, 50% of the proceeds tonight will go over to Queen Lala's bank account. So make sure you guys are super chatting. We got another $25 super chat from my guy, Leon B1 in the building. I'm so chill. What is good? I'm choosing violence on this one. How many women on the panel actually marriage material?
I'll go ahead and speak because I have something to say. I read that too, just as it came in.
Okay.
Me personally, I don't feel like I am ready for marriage right now. I'm not looking to be married right now in my life. So me no. And
Okay.
for reasons, there's just some more like self-growth and things that I would like to work on before I'm completely feeling like I'm able to commit all the way with my partner. So I
The
think
partner
that's it.
word. Ash, you
No,
didn't talk to her about this show before?
listen, she did it.
I let
But
her
let me
raw
tell you
dog
something.
it. All right.
My views on marriage, and this is a partnership. It's just like arranged marriages.
Look at Kit.
It's a partnership. My partner and I, we gonna do things and do life together. So how is that not my partner? Like, why wouldn't you think that's my partner?
First things first, let me tell you, not you, but this El Negrito over here next to you. Don't be throwing my name in nothing. I was sitting down here minding my business, admiring Sapphire's beautiful hair before she goes. I was down here minding my business, okay? And then here you go putting me in the Nick and Kit. Kit was down here minding her business, okay? Oh, child, you need to get it together, child. Get it together.
So what's wrong with
Well,
saying
for the
partnership?
marriage thing, I was married and I enjoyed being married and I enjoyed being in a marriage and I enjoyed being a wife. But sometimes it just don't work out. That don't mean that the material is going to waste. You know, sometimes shit get better with time. So, you know, your wife material might be just too much for you from this panel over here. That's okay too. You know. But you know, some wives over here, some wives.
Some wives up there?
Some wives
You know what I'm saying? Oh. Candace, your DMs is about to blow up.
I'll tell anybody in a minute. If people knew what I used to do for my ex, they like, again, it's like they hear me and I know, chill, just my ring size 7.5, because you're gonna love me when you come. You know, it's okay. You know, I might reject you once, depending on how you act, you know. But when I was, you know, in relationshipville, you know, and this is a real thing, and women, we gotta take accountability for this. We give all of the greatness to all of the wrong people, all of the wrong men. And then when it's time to give it to the right man, we're so burnt out from doing it the wrong way that we don't trust that we won't do it the right way again. And so we phase out of that whole, you know, we're going to do all of the things for the mate. When I was in a relationship, he had to be up at like 4:30 something in the morning to leave out for work. I used to set the coffee maker at night so that way when he came downstairs, the coffee was already made. All he had to do was pour his cup. His lunch was already packed in the refrigerator. All he had to do was grab it and go out the door. Like, I was doing things like that. So a lot, again, you want to talk about marriage material, you know, sometimes the cloth just had to become, you know, a different quality of leather that everybody can't, you know, have access to. Like,
Kid, let me just rebut to what you're saying, then I got you, Candace.
Don't rebut shit.
Now, I'm gonna rebut your shit. The reason why I'm gonna the reason why I'm gonna rebut it, right? Here's the thing, right? Hold on, I got you. A lot of women think that it's just about getting up and making a sandwich and throwing coffee in a coffee maker.
About that.
Your femininity is the biggest part about being a wife.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And Kid,
you don't know anything about my bedroom tactics or anything about my relationship status, so I wouldn't go there if I was you. I wouldn't go there if I was you. There's a lot of places you can go. Walmart, Target. Not here, though. Like, I wouldn't come there for that. Like, again, you have absolutely, when it comes
I'm going to bring you back in the ring. I'm going to bring you back in the ring, Kid. I'm going to knock you out. So with that, let me get
it's a lot of things to do. Like, in traffic, you know, talking to your mama sideways. There's so many things to do. I just wouldn't do that. Like, I
love you, Kid. I love you. What's up, Candace?
More.
So chill. I wasn't gonna answer the question, but I guess I will. Well, apparently for you, nobody's marriage material unless they're under 30, because apparently anybody over 30 for you, chill, it's not marriage material. We broke, we're dusty, whatever. It is. We almost with Jesus. After 30.
He said that.
But again, I think marriage material is relative to your basis of information, to your own foundation. But when it comes to me, when I started my divorce, I went on Facebook and I had people, I said, if you know me on any level, write a letter based on who you saw I was as a wife, a mother, and just as a woman in general. It doesn't matter on what level you knew me. I got over 120 letters in my email. There were some women who would say, all right, yeah, there were times, and they wrote on my Facebook wall, listen, I'm gonna need you to stop posting stuff about what you're doing for your man, because my man is now requiring more out of me. So, and somebody said something about they ain't been married. Sir, spell right. I think it was Kenny Peoples. I need you to go ahead and spell right. Stop typing so fast and think about what you're going to say.
Yo, leave my boy Kenny. Leave my boy Kenny. What up, Kenny?
You talking about leave my boy Kenny? Kenny need to leave everything alone. What he should be picking up is something on and let it work.
That's my boy Kenny.
Other than that,
one second. What's popping? Yo.
So I do believe. Hey, Sean. I do believe that none of us are completely like. Somebody to say, like, you can say that I'm not marriage material because based on what you feel like marriage material is. So all of that is necessarily relative, but we all can say that there are things like me right now, I'm healing from domestic violence. So there's some things that like, I can't take a man raising his voice at me because there's no need, I'm too submissive. So there's no need for you to raise your voice at me. There's no need, like you have to take control of your own emotions. But I do have some issues with my trauma responses that I'm working on, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not ready for a relationship. I'm just ready for a marriage or a relationship where someone understands my trauma and is willing to invest in that and sacrifice certain things when it comes to that. So.
Okay. We got a $50 super chat once again from my guy, I'm So Chill. Thank you so much for donating. And as we said, these super chats, hold on 1 second. I am asking for a reason tonight and a good reason. As I said, for those of you who are now coming into the show, these donations from our super chats, 50% of the proceeds are going to Queen Lala, who lost her sister. So please continue to donate super chat to the show tonight. I'll probably do it again on my Friday show so we could just continue to get these collections up to get it over to Queen Lala's family. So with that being said, $50 super chat. My man, I'm So Chill, says you have me mistaken. I wasn't asking because I'm looking. I was asking because I want to see how honest you all are with yourselves. And also, I already know the answer before I even ask because I'm just good at what I do. My God, I'm So Chill. Thank you so much, my brother.
I'm good at getting on nerves.
I was trying to figure. I would like to know, like, what is it that he does? Because, like, what is it that you do? I'm So Chill. That
he just all I'm So Chill does is that. Exactly what he just did. Just nothing That's more than words, and he just says things, and then he always
That's my brother.
And then he says our favorite, fellas. Let me talk to you right.
I'm talking to my brothers.
Let me talk to my brother.
Talking about fellas real quick. But Chill is a staple on the show. He's a major part of the show. He's part of the GMT family as well, and he's been here for the longest now. So everyone knows him. He's an antagonist.
Yeah,
so when you are on the panel with you, he's going to push you. If you answer certain questions, he's going to push you. So that's my guy.
That's why I said it out.
Look at him like he smelled bad. Just look at him.
Used in a future show.
That's all you got to do. Just look at him like he smelled bad.
That's it.
That's what
so he's part of the GMT family. So as I said, I am going to respect Sapphire's time because she has an early flight in the morning. I'm gonna let her do what she has to do, and I'm gonna end the show here. But do me a favor, y'all. Continue with the super chats. I want to see more super chats as I am ending the show, and this way we can continue to get this thing going. We got another $5 super chat from my guy Blockchain, who says, "Not being healed and dating is just as bad as a man not being financially stable and dating," which is a fact, which is 100% a fact. So continue with the super chats in support of the show because we got to get this bread over. Thank you so much to everyone who super chatted so far. It is greatly appreciated. And like I said, Queen Lala, we love you from the bottom of our hearts in this GMT family. You are part of what we got going on. We respect you, and we're going to keep this thing going, y'all. Do me a favor, ladies. Hang out in the back room. Don't hang up. Just don't click off just yet. Just gonna go over some things with y'all. But until the next time. Oh, hold on. I got to mention Meet to Marry. I have a spot that I solidified today. I know, Kit, you and I spoke. I do want to still use his spot, but I have a rooftop bar for my mixers. So I'm going to get more information over to y'all about that show, but the show is going to be dope. So please stay tuned. I'm telling y'all ain't going to see nothing like this on the internet. This is going to be something that's going to take this channel to the next level. But until next time, YouTube, peace.
Voice